are now listening to Lower Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Let's get it.
What? Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared with one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day. Oh, man. I mean, if you don't get chills...
I mean, I didn't.
What?
Not just right then, I didn't.
How
no.
did you...
I mean, in the theater when I saw it, yeah, absolutely.
More of a Bill Paxton fan than listen.
Is that who did it? Bill Paxton?
I get him and Bill Pullman mixed up a lot. Is it Bill Pullman?
Yeah, it's not
okay.
Paxton.
Yeah. Okay. Bill Pullman. I just thought that was...
No, my favorite part of that movie is Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid's great in that movie.
He's the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
The aliens abducting him.
Well, Jason, it is almost, as we record, Independence Day, or otherwise known as the 4th of July, which is a lazy way.
In America,
yeah,
it's the 4th of July.
It's our version of Cinco de Mayo. You know,
yeah.
Name a holiday after the day that it is.
Do you know when Canada Day is?
Yeah. It's...
July 1st.
July 1st,
They
really?
just had it, yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what they celebrate on Canada Day.
They just apologize to everybody. It's a day of apology.
A?
Sorry, A.
Sorry, A.
Ooh, didn't mean to. Ooh, sorry, A. So what we decided we're going to do is celebrate our independence.
Before we get to that,
Yeah.
who's more of a sissy nation, Canada or Switzerland?
I feel like Switzerland is, because they got.
Well, I think they're actively neutral. I think Canada's more of a sorry nation.
I don't know. You got the Mounties though in Canada.
Oh, they always get their man.
Don't mess with the Mounties.
That is
I
true.
feel like push comes to shove.
Canadians.
I get Canada or I get Switzerland.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Canada.
Okay.
If I need someone to fight on my side, I think Switzerland. I'm just not so sure.
They make great knives.
Great chocolate. Great knives. They got.
If you have to fight in the mountains, I think the Swiss
wonderful
are
Alps.
cross-country
Yeah,
skiing.
well, I mean, plenty of mountains in Canada too. So I'm still going to take Canada.
Okay.
But yeah,
This is a 4th of July special.
Why are we talking about Switzerland and Canada? We're talking about Independence Day, and as Americans, red-blooded Americans, as we are, we're going to celebrate our Independence Day by giving the day some Mount Rushmores.
Yes, rapid-fire Mount Rushmore.
So just one after another.
That's
this
right.
is a common thing that we do on the show. We love Mount Rushmores.
It's actually, our fans have spoken very loudly and clearly that this is the best thing we do.
We'll do a Mount Rushmore of fast food. We'll do a Mount Rushmore of pizza. We'll do a Mount Rushmore of
Mexican
drinks.
food.
We'll do a Mount Rushmore of Mexican food.
Except not on this episode because this has
those are all
nothing
the
to do with
kinds of
Mexico.
things. We'll do Mount Rushmore of college football teams.
Sure.
A Mount Rushmore of books. Maybe not as much.
Countries in the UK.
Countries in the UK.
Yeah.
I don't think they quite say it like that.
What are they called? Providences?
Maybe.
Territories?
Not colonies. I don't think they'd call it countries.
Is Ireland part of the UK?
Yes.
And Ireland's a country.
I guess. Okay. All right. So Ireland, Scotland, England,
Trinidad?
and Tobago? All right. So, first off,
yes,
the Mount Rushmore of things you're going to do on the 4th of July. Okay?
Activities.
This is the Mount Rushmore of 4th of July activities. Like,
okay.
you got to do these things on the 4th of July.
Watch fireworks.
Let me just say, some of these things are going to overlap. Some of the things that we say
might be said multiple times.
They might be said multiple times, but this is kind of your baseline. Things you're going to do on the 4th of July.
Watch fireworks.
That's the first. You got to watch fireworks. Next.
Eat hot dogs. I'm going to eat a hot dog.
Okay. All right.
That's going to happen.
All right.
Personally, I will probably drink a beer.
Okay.
I don't know if that belongs on it.
I don't know that it belongs on it. How about sparklers?
I'm an anti-sparkler guy.
Why?
I'm anti-sparkler. I don't have to have a reason.
Wait.
First of all, I think it's highly dangerous.
Okay.
I think you could burn an eye out.
Part of the fun. Did we ever burn an eye out?
Not yet.
No.
I mean, we're not done with sparklers yet. But
yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like,
okay, sparklers.
I feel like sparklers are a very 4th of July thing.
Watch fireworks, eat hot dogs, set off some sparklers.
I mean, light sparklers might be a better way to put it.
Light sparklers.
Yeah.
You set off Roman candles.
Right. Eat a hot dog. So what else do we have?
I mean, there's things I know I would like. I would love to take a nap.
I mean,
can I do that? Because I don't have to work.
For me, watch the hot dog eating contest is one of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a standard in our family. We've done it for years.
You watch the hot dog eating contest.
You eat a hot dog.
You eat a hot dog.
You set off some sparklers.
You light some sparklers and you watch the fireworks.
Yeah, that's a pretty good day.
Are we missing anything?
Swim in the pool.
I mean, that implies that you have one, you know.
That is true.
So,
I mean, get wet in some variety. Sprinklers, garden hose, jump in the pool.
If you don't have a pool, use a garden hose.
A garden hose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, let's just call it that.
Read the Declaration of Independence.
I've never done that.
Really?
Well, I mean, I've done it not on the 4th of July.
Really? Huh. You don't read you don't read the Independence every 4th of July.
No.
Gather the family around the
Listen, kids.
Kitchen table.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Can you go further than that?
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Well,
we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
And?
Endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, of which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
God bless America. Long live Donald Trump.
All right. Yeah, I think that's verbatim.
Yeah.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just stretching. I just don't want to.
Let's just call it that. We've got a whole list.
Cornhole.
I love cornhole.
I mean, is that you're definitely going to do
I am going to play cornhole. I don't know if
Yeah.
it belongs in the Mount Rushmore of everybody on the planet, well, at least everybody in the United
Throw
States.
a frisbee.
Play toss of something.
Okay. Yeah.
Play toss.
Toss. So
It could be a baseball, could be a football, maybe cornhole.
Could be a
beanbag, frisbee.
tennis ball.
Tennis ball.
Does that belong in the Mount Rushmore?
Toss.
Toss? I mean,
I think I've tossed every 4th of July.
has there ever been a 4th of July that you didn't toss something?
No, I've tossed every single 4th of July.
Yeah.
I would say toss is in it.
You think so?
It's because it's family gatherings, unless you want to add that.
So we've got fireworks, sparklers, hot dogs, toss.
Yes, that's it.
It's hard to argue with that.
It's pretty good.
All right, next. Things you're going to eat on Mount Rushmore.
Hot dogs.
Okay, so we've already said that. That's on your original list.
Come on, that's the George
so
Washington.
you're going to eat hot dogs.
Yes.
Next, watermelon.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob. That bam, bam,
Now,
bam.
This year, there's not going to be any corn on the cob.
Well, I mean, you can buy it, but
I mean, the farmers haven't planted
it's
it.
not knee high by the 4th of July.
Not this year, it's not.
So we've got hot dogs,
Yeah. Corn on the cob. Watermelon.
watermelon. One more thing.
Popsicles.
Yeah, I was thinking it's got to be something cold.
Ice cream. I would say popsicles are more of a 4th of July
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know why.
I don't know why
It seems
either.
arbitrary.
Yeah.
But I think you're right.
Popsicles.
I think popsicles
Like,
are
what about
more
those
of a
red, white,
4th
and
of
blue
July thing.
popsicles?
Yeah. Well, okay, so...
Like, that's on the flat stick?
Right, yeah. So the hot dog is Washington.
Uh-huh.
The...
Jefferson's the popsicle.
Jefferson's
Yes,
the popsicle?
absolutely.
No, Theodore Roosevelt's the popsicle.
Are you crazy?
No, Theodore
I'd
Roosevelt's...
say Theodore Roosevelt's the watermelon.
No. Jefferson's the watermelon.
Listen, Roosevelt...
Corn on the cob. I think we can both agree. Lincoln's the corn on the cob.
Come on, what are we talking about?
I mean,
Illinois.
So
of course he is.
Lincoln's corn on the cob. Washington is your hot dog. I mean, I'll fight you to the death on the fact that Roosevelt.
See, Jefferson, founding father, red, white, and blue. He's the red, white, and blue popsicle. Now, Theodore Roosevelt, on the other hand, smaller segment of the population. Not everybody appreciates watermelon. Almost everybody universally likes popsicles.
We'll just have to agree to disagree on this.
I don't disagree to agree.
I know you love that phrase.
Okay, that's the list.
But that's the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
I mean, we
popsicle,
could
watermelon,
stop right there.
hot dog, corn on the cob.
I mean, one could say hamburger.
What about some type of pie? Apple pie.
Oh, apple pie. Apple pie, that's American, right?
It is American.
I mean, I can't say that. I mean, for
But-
me, it's also a fall food.
It is a fall food.
I'm
I would say
so
maybe Labor
hungry.
Day, Memorial Day might be, let's set that aside for apple pie. 4th of July, let's keep it popsicles, hot dogs, watermelon, corn on the cob.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like popsicle is the weakest of those,
It is.
which
but
is why
Theodore
I give it to
Roosevelt's the
Jefferson.
weakest.
No. He's the writer of the Declaration of Independence.
Theodore
Right.
Roosevelt did not write the Declaration of Independence. Let's
No,
move on.
I meant,
I understood what you meant.
yeah.
What's
All
next?
right, next. Things to watch.
Nathan's hot dog eating contest,
That's
Coney
a
Island.
for sure. You're gonna
That
watch
is a
that.
lock. It's at noon.
I feel like at some point, is baseball on?
It is
So baseball,
randomly.
You feel like
now, can I say this?
you should feel free to say it.
I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I am under the strong opinion
Okay.
that we need to move the All-Star game to the 4th of July about 2 in the afternoon. It goes from 2 in the afternoon to about 6 in the evening. Then you wrap it up. You get ready for the fireworks at night.
Right.
Right? Everybody has the 4th of July off.
And then everybody at the game is already there to watch fireworks at the stadium.
That's right. I think it's a slam dunk. I think we have to move the All-Star game to the 4th of
Well,
July.
I mean, I think a lot of people are doing stuff. Like, I don't think that's a heavy watching TV phase. A lot of people are going to carnivals and whatnot. You know, I mean, just think about
But just make it a
think
thing.
about the subsection of Prospect is a baseball heavy town. If you live in Prospect from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, you're not watching baseball. You're, you know,
What are you doing?
I don't know, lugging your kids around, getting stupid prizes for way too much money.
Tossing a ring on a stick and win a
And you
cane.
get to win like a little
Goldfish in a
dowel
bowl.
rod.
Yeah.
You know?
A towel rod with a handle.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's painted.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
And you play swords with it until it cracks and breaks.
and somebody's eye gets poked, and then everybody cries. All right.
Well, okay, what are we on?
What are we on? We're on things to watch.
Things to watch.
So-
So hot dog eating contest.
And baseball.
And a baseball game of some
There's
variety.
nothing more
That's
American
right.
than baseball. Now we got 2 more things to watch. I
Okay,
feel
so
like
this year, I'm telling you, on my list this year, I
Well,
will watch.
Stranger Things.
Okay, Stranger Things is on it, but I don't think I'm going to have time on the 4th because I'm really, really busy. But I'm absolutely going to watch Donald Trump's parade that's going to march through Washington. He's going to have tanks, like Sherman tanks, roll through, and he's going to have flyovers of the Blue Angels. And I mean, listen, all the liberals are extremely hacked off at this because we're spending like $100 billion on this parade. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
This is like classic 80s Ronald Reagan versus Mikhail Gorbachev. Huge parades, marching of the tanks, North Korea style, Kim Jong-un.
Oh,
I love it.
that's your
We're going to
positive.
flex our military
that's
power
That's your positive.
of America. We're going to flex our military power to the world
Yeah.
on our Independence Day.
Yeah.
Don't mess with us,
Right.
right?
We will not go quietly into that night.
That's right. If the aliens are watching,
Well, if there's an American parade on, I feel like you got to watch the American
the
parade.
American parade,
So
Nathan's hot dog, baseball,
Parade.
parade, and Stranger Things.
Well, I feel like we take Stranger Things off of it because it is just this year. Unless it's heavy on the 4th of July, and then it might become a tradition. Like every year we watch season 3, you know.
Oh,
of
yeah,
Stranger-
if that particular season was through the roof awesome.
Well, yeah. And
Or
if
they
it's-
released a new one every 4th of July is what you're saying.
Or what I'm saying is if there's like an episode or two in the season
Oh, I gotcha.
that are centered around fireworks and the 4th of July. It's
Yeah.
like the kids running around on the 4th of July. I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So maybe, but I feel like instead of that, for now, we put Independence Day, the movie, in that slot.
Okay.
So
Things to watch.
things to watch.
Yeah.
If you don't
That's fine.
get to the 4th, that's fine. But
mean, you're
you
pretty
should
busy.
watch at least 5 minutes of baseball. You should watch the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest.
At least
And
YouTube the president's speech
Right.
from Independence Day
minimum.
at minimum.
Yeah, I set it as my alarm to wake up in the morning. All right. Next. Colors.
Mount Rushmore of
Independence Day colors.
Independence Day colors. Come on.
You got your red.
And your white.
You got your blue.
That's Lincoln, Washington,
Right.
Jefferson.
Now, I have an idea for the next color that, maybe, is purple.
No. Why?
Purple Mountain's Majesty.
Okay, I'm thinking black.
Why?
The blackness of the sky with the fireworks going off. So
Yes.
isn't the Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah.
It's overnight. They're watching the bombs bursting in the air, and they gaze through the night, and they still see the flag standing
That our
there.
flag was
Yeah, so
still
all night it's
there.
black. You don't see nothing all night, and all of a sudden you see the flag. Red, white, blue, black. That's my pitch.
I guess it's a pretty good pitch.
That's a great pitch.
I mean, green was going to be my other suggestion.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
it's grass and you're running around on the
But
grass.
if you're in Arizona, nothing's green.
True. It's hard to argue
There are
with that.
large parts of the country. It's not green.
But you know what they're going to have? A black sky.
Everybody has a black sky at night. Mm-hmm. You already have white stars. Mm-hmm. You can't say blue sky in the middle of the day because
white-
blue's already on it.
Red, white, blue, and black.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, there it is. That's pretty good.
That's solid.
I mean, I thought we were going to argue a little bit longer on that, but you made a good case. When you make a good case. What am I going to say? All right. Next, things that you wear on the 4th of July.
Flip-flops.
It's a flip-flop day.
Definitely a flip-flop day.
Okay. All right.
You need some type of shade for your head.
Okay.
So I prefer like a big straw hat.
I know you do.
Provides lots of shade.
Uh-huh.
And how much more American is a big straw hat?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think we have to say big straw hat. I think we say hat.
Baseball cap?
Could be a baseball cap.
Okay, so hat, flip-flops, sunglasses, cargo shorts.
I'd like to strike cargo shorts. And I would like to insert...
White tank top.
I would like to say patriotic T-shirt.
Gosh. So I'm not huge on the patriotic
I
T-shirt.
know you're not.
Have you seen... This is a separate conversation. Have you seen the Betty Ross sneakers? The Betsy Ross sneakers?
I'm familiar with it, kind of, but I
Yeah,
don't really know
so-
what the deal is.
Yeah, Nike released a sneaker.
Uh-huh.
It has the Betsy Ross flag on the back of it.
Right.
The 13 stars in a
Yep.
circle. 13 original colonies.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick approaches Nike and says, you got to pull this from the shelf. Do not sell these shoes because that flag represents slavery.
Oh, my goodness.
They pulled it.
Because of Colin Kaepernick?
Yes.
That
I am so sick
flag
and
represents
tired.
our first 13 colonies. It had nothing to do with slavery.
Absolutely. It was freedom. Independence from England.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
it just
ridiculous.
hacks me off.
We're too far. We've gone too far.
Too far.
The PC thing has gone too far.
Too far.
It's gone too far.
Colin Kaepernick needs to shut up.
Now, I will say, we've gone too far. It doesn't mean we should have never, gotten
Listen,
a
some
little
issues
PC.
need addressed.
I listened to a roast of Sammy Davis Jr. had a roast in the early 70s.
Yeah.
And it was awful. It was
Mean.
so mean.
Yeah.
And really super racist. And
Yeah.
everybody's laughing. And, there's a Malcolm Gladwell podcast called Revisionist History where he breaks it down. It's really interesting. But super racist and wrong. And I'm like, okay, so I'm glad that we've gotten past that phase because
Yeah.
that was wrong,
Right.
But at some point, that train just went
Listen,
away.
I don't hate Colin Kaepernick because he's black. I hate him because he's a liberal. And he's pushing an agenda that is why are you
Well,
pushing
it's
this?
not educated. That you know what I mean?
No, not at all.
I mean, maybe the rebel flag. You know what I mean?
Not even that.
But you have a better case with the rebel flag. than
Maybe.
that. Well, you certainly have a better case.
It's better than
Okay.
that, yes.
So that's ridiculous. Okay, what are we on now? You just made me angry. What do we? Oh, things to wear: flip-flops,
Flip-flops,
hat,
hat.
sunglasses,
Yeah.
and I say patriotic shirt.
Okay. So we're
You
going
know.
to go pantsless.
Well, you're going to wear shorts or pants of some kind, but your shirt, be it tank top, be it T-shirt, long sleeve T-shirt, or hoodie should be patriotic, even if it's just the right color.
Okay, that's fine.
It doesn't even have to say, these stripes don't run or whatever that the phrase is. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be an Old Navy,
Okay, that's fine.
But it should be the right colors.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Red, white, or blue, or black.
No, black. No, red, white, or blue.
It could be black with red, white, and blue on it. Could be a black
Okay,
T-shirt.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
It's got to be patriotic in some way. All right. Next. Oh, this is a historical one. Independence Day, the Mount Rushmore of why we declared Independence Day.
Taxation without representation.
Why is it so important that we're independent?
Taxation
why are we
without
celebrating
representation, right?
Okay, that's your first one.
That's the George Washington.
Yes. Okay.
Stop taxing us,
All right.
right?
Oh, I just had another idea for another Mount Rushmore after this. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
Next,
Religious freedom.
Wow. It's like we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Religious freedom. There's your second one.
Listen, I don't want to be part of Church of England. King George, keep your own religion.
I hear good
I'll
things.
take my own.
All right, next.
I
I think, can you just say freedom? Is that?
we just want to be free.
Yeah.
We're tired of your rule.
We don't want to be under your king or queen.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
So freedom.
Yeah.
So we've got taxation without representation, freedom of religion, and just freedom.
Freedom, yeah. We
And
need
then
one more.
One more. I mean, if that's our whole case, maybe I'm rethinking this whole Revolutionary War thing. A lot of people.
Should we just go back?
A lot of people died for three things.
Well, I mean, freedom's a pretty big one. Freedom of religion's pretty big, and don't tax us. Although we're kind of back to square one on that.
Right. They all kind of revolve around freedom, really.
They do.
I mean, when I wrote this one down as one we were going to do, I thought we'd have more to talk about. But turns out, freedom is the reason.
It was freedom and independence. Can independence be separate than freedom?
Independence.
We are independent.
Once
We declare
Nobody
our
else can
independence.
see your
I
hand
declare
motions.
bankruptcy.
Yeah. That's one of the great moments. All right, that's fine.
So independence is one.
Uh-huh.
Freedom is one.
Boy, this is our shakiest one we've ever done.
Freedom of religion.
Uh-huh. And taxation without representation.
And taxation without representation.
All right, next.
What about the right to carry firearms? Can
Okay.
they do that in England? I don't even know.
Not today.
But we can.
But maybe back then, I don't know. We can for now.
Yeah, absolutely. I carry every day.
All right, next. Mount Rushmore of things that we would have thrown into the Boston Harbor if it were today. So safe to say, we wouldn't have had a Boston Tea Party today. Like, what would we have thrown into the harbor?
Like if we were declaring independence from Canada, maybe hockey pucks.
I was going to say maple syrup.
From England?
You said Canada.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, what we're going to throw in the harbor if we are declaring independence from Canada, maple syrup, hockey pucks,
Yeah.
hockey sticks,
Okay.
and Norwal.
Yeah, but that's not really the
Narwhals.
question. I mean, I guess, do we have any
I don't know.
imports
that doesn't make sense.
from Britain?
We don't import anything from England.
We really
Comedy.
don't. Comedy?
Monty Python, Mr. Bean.
Okay, so we throw John Cleese into the bay.
Ricky Gervais. What's his name?
Ricky Gervais.
That's what I just said. Ricky
I
Gervais.
think you said Gervais.
It was something like
Turn
that.
him into a Mexican.
He has like pointy teeth. He scares me. He could be a vampire.
He makes me laugh in a way that nobody else makes me laugh.
He's funny because he laughs at himself. He giggles. And things that he does it because he thinks it's funny and nobody else.
Have you watched that show Extras?
No.
I think it's on Amazon.
Okay.
It's like an original, and he plays it's him and a couple other people. They play extras. They're actors, but they're extras. So
Okay.
they're just kind of in the background the whole time.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's
I'll
pretty
watch it,
funny.
yeah.
All right.
No, I love his show, Idiot Abroad. He sends this guy out
Yeah,
to do these
I'm familiar with
crazy
it, but
things.
I've not
Oh,
watched
it's so
it.
good.
Yeah.
Not super family friendly.
Sure.
If you ever get a time, it's just you. It's worth a watch.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, I guess we wouldn't throw.
We're going to throw people in the bay.
Yeah, I guess we're going to just throw. So we've got Ricky Gervais,
Mr. Bean.
John Cleese, Mr. Bean, and
The Queen of England.
The Queen of England? She's not an import.
No, but
What are the other? There's got to be another British person that's like, big here. So this has now turned into the Mount Rushmore of British people making it big in America. This is a new Mount Rushmore.
what about
Forget the Boston Tea Party. Forget all of that. This is now, we're going to do a Mount Rushmore of
famous British Americans?
British people that need the independence of America in order to
Oh, I gotcha. They would not
enjoy
have been
the level
as
of
big.
success.
No, I gotcha. I follow.
Yeah.
America is what's made them them.
Right. The Beatles.
You think so?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, when they hit America, that's when it really took off.
Okay. Okay, the Beatles.
That's one.
Would Monty Python? They were pretty big in England.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they were kind of going to do what they were going to. I don't think they were quite as big. So
We helped them.
Yeah, I mean, we helped them. There's no doubt about that. And one of the guys from Monty Python was American anyway.
What about
so.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
All right. Okay, it's hard to argue with that one. Benedict Cumberbatch?
I mean, we helped his career out quite a bit.
I would say so. All right.
Listen, I love the guy.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not anti-Benedict Cumberbatch.
of course not.
I mean, who would be?
Martin Freeman?
I love Martin Freeman.
Okay.
Are there any female British?
Of course there are.
Who? Name one.
Elizabeth?
Hurley.
No.
Yeah.
Is she British?
I don't know. Or Australian.
I was going to say, what's that girl? She's a really good actress. She was in the movie with Tom Cruise. It was like in the future. I think they kept on doing the same.
Every Tom Cruise movie is in the future.
They kept on doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe.
No, that's Emily Blunt.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking.
I love Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay.
So Emily Blunt, the Beatles. Who else did we say?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
And Martin Freeman.
Sure.
That was a week. All right. Do we have any more Independence Day Mount Rushmores? Oh, this is our last one, but not
You
least.
told me to remind you of one.
That was the thing that didn't work out.
Oh.
This is the last one we're going to do, but not the least important one. We are going to, and some people will be upset about this, but that's okay because this is the kind of podcast we are. We walk that line. We're going to redo the Mount Rushmore. Everybody's off of Mount Rushmore. All your presidents are off. We're going to, now, some of them might go back up,
Okay.
but will all of them? That's the question.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Do they have to be presidents?
Yes. That's the
Why?
whole thing about Mount Rushmore.
What if
they
someone
would have
was-
put Benjamin,
what about John Wayne?
They could have put Benjamin Franklin on.
I want John Wayne up there.
Listen, if you want the Mount Rushmore of American people,
Yes.
okay, we can do that. That's a separate discussion.
Okay, we'll do
but
that
Mount
next.
Rushmore is a presidential
Listen, let's
thing.
end with the presidents.
Okay.
Let's end with American people.
All right, so do the presidents real quick. Washington and Lincoln are slam dunks.
I think you have to have Washington and Lincoln.
That's
right.
I won't have a discussion where you don't have. So let them back up.
Okay, there's
Now
I can make a
Jefferson-
strong case for Ronald Reagan.
I knew you were going to say that.
Ronald Reagan might be our greatest president, second greatest president of all time.
Okay. Now, are these the greatest presidents, or are they like
Most
iconic?
influential, most iconic.
Iconic might be.
Well, Ronald Reagan was a good one.
Well, what I'm saying is, if this is what we're doing, then I think JFK gets up there.
I do like JFK.
He's iconic.
He is iconic.
Yeah.
He basically declared that we're going to send a man to the moon. Now, I don't think we ever did,
Yeah.
but he said we would.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
I
Yeah.
had to get that one in there.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. How ironic is it, Jason,
Yeah, he was a Democrat.
that liberals view him as their like
I'm
shining
telling you, if
example.
JFK ran today on his platform,
Say it.
he would
Say
be a
it.
Republican.
Say it.
He'd be Republican.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
That is a Republican
That's
stance.
the opposite. I want to get my Obama phone. I'm going to get my Obama house.
I want all my college paid for.
Yeah.
I want all my health care paid for.
No, don't ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Okay, Kennedy. Okay, let's put Kennedy up there, just for that reason alone.
There it is. Washington, Lincoln, Kennedy, Reagan?
No, I'm going to put Donald Trump up there. Listen, I love Donald
Listen,
Trump.
It's too early. It's too early.
He's in year 3 of an 8-year reign.
Listen,
That's going to be the greatest 8-year reign of history.
It might be a great 8 years, but it's not over yet. Plenty of stuff could still go wrong. We just can't. We We can't make that decision yet. Too early.
He's already done more in 3 years than Obama did in 8.
Maybe, but one bad mistake, There's like a button that launches a nuclear missile. He's walking through the White House and trips and falls on it.
Okay, we'll set him aside because he's a current president.
We cannot pick a current president.
Okay, then let's go Reagan.
Mike Pence. What?
Let's go Reagan. Who else you got? Eisenhower? Truman?
I mean, Eisenhower's a pretty...
Roosevelt?
Eisenhower is the one that he's the one we have to thank for the highway system.
Roosevelt did quite a bit.
FDR?
Got us. Yeah, he got us through World War II.
I mean, I think
basically saved the world.
Yeah, FDR is a good one.
FDR and Winston Churchill, the two of them basically pulled us through. They saved the world.
Is it more work because you have to chisel out the wheelchair and everything, or
it's just heads?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He'd put lower.
He'd be the only one with glasses.
I mean, if we wanted to put glasses on other people, we could.
Do you feel like if
would you have to insert wood teeth into?
Yeah, I think you should. But do you feel like for the glasses, like those should be made like separate? You know what I mean? Like it's like a separate thing that then you place on him.
Yeah.
Or you chisel it out of the same
rock. I think
rock.
you chisel it. It'd probably be easier just to chisel it.
Yeah, it's beyond me. All right, so you want to put FDR on this?
No, I want to put Reagan on it.
I'm okay with that. I like Reagan.
Yeah.
All right, and then last but not least, Mount Rushmore of Americans.
American icon. Iconic people.
Chuck Norris.
Yes.
John Wayne.
Yes.
Jimmy Stewart.
No.
Oh, I like
maybe
Jimmy.
Paul Newman.
I don't know. I mean, I think we got to go outside of Hollywood.
Yeah, you're right. Tom Cruise.
First, I would not be okay.
Billy Mays. Harness the power of the orange. I mean, he died of like cocaine overdose or something.
Billy Mitchell.
He is American and iconic.
He only wears an American tie.
That is true. Okay.
If you don't know who Billy Mitchell is, we'll look it up and thank us later.
I will consider Billy Mitchell.
Well,
what about great inventors?
That's not an Independence Day thing.
Tesla. No, great American people.
Oh,
we're talking
you're saying,
American
okay,
people
to put on this list.
Yes.
Oh, so like, does Edison belong on the list?
Edison. Well, I think Edison stole most of his good ideas from Tesla.
Wow. Shots fired. I think Benjamin Franklin probably belongs on this list.
Yeah, I mean, he was a womanizer, a slave owner.
So are there
Do we
people...
want him on it?
John Wayne wasn't?
John Wayne was a great American.
That doesn't mean he wasn't a womanizer or a slave owner. We don't know. I mean, I feel like Benjamin Franklin... Was Benjamin Franklin a slave owner? I mean,
they all were.
Philadelphia.
Every single one of them were.
I guess I'm not so
all
sure
the founding
about
fathers had slaves.
All right.
This is American
history.
history.
Okay, Colin. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Mount Rushmore of great Americans. Henry Ford.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So it's Henry Ford, John Wayne, Nikolai Tesla.
No, he's not even American.
Yeah, I mean, he lived the majority of his life in America.
No.
Nikolai Tesla belongs on this list.
No, I won't stand for it.
Okay.
Henry Ford. Benjamin Franklin.
Okay. And he spent most of his time in
France. Now, we can do John Wayne because he's so iconic.
Come on. What are we talking about? Of course, John Wayne.
I feel like we need one more.
Ronald Reagan.
No. I mean, our most current person at this point is John Wayne. So, I mean, is there somebody over the last 50 years that belongs on this list?
That is like, you think of America.
Joey Chestnut?
Well, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. Homer Simpson? He was Chance USA.
I didn't even think about fictional people.
Benjamin Franklin, Henry Ford, John Wayne. I feel like there's one that's like really that we're just overlooking.
Dwight
it's
Eisenhower.
Super obvious. George Patton.
George Patton is a good one.
That's a pretty good one.
Let's do that.
So you got Patton, John Wayne, Benjamin Franklin, Henry Ford.
It's pretty solid.
Okay.
It represents America.
All right. I'm okay with it.
What about prior to America existing, like John Smith? Pocahontas and John Smith?
I feel like that list is going to be not well informed.
What are you trying to say? You can't prove me wrong on some of that stuff.
Well, I have the internet, so I mean,
Ponce
I could.
de Leon.
I mean, he's not American.
He discovered Florida. Of course he's American. He discovered Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, but he was looking for the
What about
fountain of
Christopher
youth.
Columbus? He
Right.
defines America.
Racist.
Slave owner.
All right, I think we're done.
Yes.
This is, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you watched or listened to this on the 4th of July.
Yes.
If not, that's okay. Listen to it whenever you want. And my phone just went off, so it's a good time to stop. Should I say the declaration?
No.
No?
No.
I thought that was a good way to start. At Tanagra and the Wellsfell is normally how we start.
Yeah.
One more real quick. The Mount Rushmore of Star Trek people that you would want to be the general of the Revolutionary War.
Oh, gosh. Worf.
Right?
I mean, he's pretty...
Okay.
Yeah. Possibly Data.
Okay. Spock?
Spock would be a good one.
Picard.
What about Kirk?
He shoots from the hip a little too much for me.
Well, that's what you need.
You do need a shoot from the hip kind of guy.
He's a jump first.
Kirk, Picard.
Not Spock.
Not Spock.
No, he's too logical.
Too logical.
Yeah.
He'd have given up.
He would have lined everybody up like in rows.
Right.
That's how we defeated the British.
I don't think that's logical, actually.
Well,
So,
I mean, at a certain point in time it was.
agree to disagree.
I mean, it's Worf, Picard, Kirk.
I mean, I feel like, for Worf, you just put him out front on a horse and it just strikes
Terrify
fear.
everybody. Deanna Troi, she could sense that the other army was upset.
Beverly Crusher. Lieutenant Barclay.
No.
Geordie LaForge.
No.
Scotty.
No.
Sulu.
No.
Dr. McCoy.
Possibly. Listen, it's Kirk, Picard,
Yeah.
Worf, and Data. That's it.
Well, I mean, if it's Data, then then once again too logical, right?
Well, he's strong as a
so he'll
android
just do it himself.
by himself.
Okay.
And he has all these calculations. Math, science. He's a genius.
He's an android.
Yeah.
All right,
Fully functional android.
we're done. So this is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never
Natasha Yar.
wear, I disagree, the blue sweats.